Hey guys, it's Coach Chloe, and today I'm going to take you through all kinds of back handspring drills that you can work on at home. I know we're not in the gym right now, but just because we don't have all the mats and coaches that we're used to doesn't mean we can't still do things to get better. So I'm going to show you all kinds of beginner, medium, advanced, all kinds of different drills. There's something for everybody in this video. So with all that being said, I want you to keep in mind that you shouldn't try anything at home that you haven't tried before in the gym. You got to be safe, because if we're not safe and we get hurt, that means we can't come back to gymnastics for even longer, and nobody wants that. I know I don't want that. I really miss you guys. So I want you to watch this video, find something that you can do, and practice it. So that way, when we get back to the gym, we're ready to keep working on those back handsprings. So with all that being said, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna work on is the sit. The sit of the back handspring is the first part. It looks like we're sitting in our little invisible chair and it's one of the most important pieces, because if you think about it, you have to do the first part of the skill right in order to set yourself up to do all the rest of the parts right. So if you mess up the beginning, you're probably not going to do too well in the middle and the end. So today we're really going to learn how to do the sit properly so we can have success through the whole skill. So the first thing I want you guys to practice is we're going to use our handy dandy invisible chairs. So what we're going to do, I want you guys to stand just like this, feet together, arms straight out in front. You're going to put your arms down and sit in your invisible chair and hold it, and then sit backwards. So, show you that again. Arms out, feet together, lean back, sit, and tip. Now, you guys probably think it looks like I'm going to fall when I do this, but this is actually the right way to do it, because if you think about it, back handsprings go backwards. They go up, but they also go backwards. So if we just sat in place and we didn't lean back, our back handspring would go up and down like this. But if we lean back when we sit, that means our back handspring will go up and backwards. And we want our back handsprings to be as long as possible. Not as high, but we want them to go backwards long. So if you feel like you're falling, you're probably gonna do it right, but make sure you stop yourself. I don't want you guys actually falling on the ground. So once you've got this under control, we're gonna move on to the next piece. I'm going to use this handy dandy tree here. It's gonna be my fake wall. You guys can use any wall in the house. You can use a tree like I'm doing. Anything up and down, vertical. So we're gonna practice a wall sit. What I want you guys to do, we're gonna use our invisible chair again. I want you guys to sit as low as you can, like this. Arms straight out in front. Hold it. Hold it as long as you can. It's really going to burn. You're going to feel it right on the tops of your legs. But these muscles that you feel burning, those are the ones that help us jump for the back handspring. So this is going to be a great one to really strengthen those leg muscles. Once you've got this down pat, we can add some arm swing to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to start a little bit away from the wall, like this. We're going to put our arms out in front. And lean. That's great practice for the whole beginning part of the back handspring. Okay, next we're going to work on jumping, all about jumping. So in the last piece we worked on strengthening these leg muscles to help us jump even higher, and now we're going to work on jumping as high as we can. Because if you don't have a big jump in the beginning of your back handspring, then you're not going to be able to get up or back, and you're probably going to crash on your head. So it's really important to use these leg muscles. So let's learn how to use them the right way. First thing I want you to practice, we're just going to practice jumping as high as we can. Now, we can make this fun. You guys can try and high five a parent. They can put their hand up way up here, and you can try and jump and high five them. You can use a wall. You can see if you can touch the ceiling, or try and get yourself to touch up higher on the wall every time you do it. So if the first time my hand goes here, the second time I want to try and get it a little bit higher. So just going to jump and try and go as high as you can. And reach. So once we've got this under control, we can start adding the arm swing into it. Remember, when we do a back handspring, the arms start here, they go down, and then they go back up. And when we use these arms and the arms go back up to our ears, it's really important to make sure we're watching our fingers when we do this. So that way when we jump, our head doesn't look like this. We want our ears to be hidden by our shoulders the whole time. Is this hidden? Are my ears hidden right now? No. What about now? Yes. So keep that in mind when we're jumping and practicing our arms. So what we can do, just jump in place, forget about the wall for now. I'm gonna start the arms. We're gonna swing down and up. Down and up. Just like that. Once we've got this mastered, we can add the sit now. So what we can do, we're gonna start how we started for our sits. Arms out here. We can do this, tip backwards a little bit, and jump. When you guys do this one, it's okay if your head isn't watching your hands, because I don't want you guys to jump and then fall on your back. So for this one, we're gonna focus on the sit. And for the other one before this, we're focusing on the arms. So make sure you realize that we're doing one thing at a time. Don't try and do it all at once. Just try and fix one thing at a time. So I'll show you that again. Arms, hold it and tip, and then jump back. All right, great job. Okay, we have worked on the sit, we've worked on the jump. Now it's time to work on stretching and our arch and hollow positions. So remember what I said earlier, we want our back handspring to take up as much space as possible, make it long as you can. And how are we supposed to do that if our bodies aren't stretched out as long as they can? If our arms are bent and our legs are bent, we're scrunched up in a little ball, it's not gonna go well, trust me. You wanna make yourself as long as you can. No matter if you're this tall or this tall, everybody can stretch themselves out. Fingers to toes, as long as you can. So the first thing we can work on is a Superman hold. To make this fun, you guys can hold a stuffed animal in your hands and you can put one on top of your feet and you can try to not let them touch the lava, not let them touch the ground, keep them up, okay? But what you're gonna do, arms go like this, hide your ears. You're just gonna hold up like this. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Great. Make sure you keep those ears hidden and you can hold this one for as long as you can. This one is great for strengthening all those back muscles that you need to hold yourself in that shape, because it's tough, it's not easy. So I want you guys to practice holding that as long as you can. Feel the muscles that you need to use and keep practicing it, and they'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. So once you can do this easy, we can play a little game. So what I want you to do, you're gonna have a family member call out arch and then hollow, and then arch and then hollow. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna stand like this, you're gonna wait for them to say something, and they're gonna say arch, and then you snap to an arch. And then they'll say hollow, and you snap to a hollow. And then arch, and hollow. This needs to be quick, quick, quick. You guys can't mosey and take your time and go hollow, it's gotta be quick. Because we don't have all the time in the back handspring to go slow and take our time. It's gotta be fast, or else you're not gonna be able to do it in time. It's not gonna go the way that you want it to. So once you've played this game, we can move on to one last drill. I'm gonna use my wall again. What you're gonna do, you're gonna stand a little bit away from it. We're gonna reach back, arms by your ears, shoulders pushing up to the sky. Try and grab the sky with your fingers, try and push your toes into the ground, make yourself long. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And bounce. You guys see how I bounce off the wall like that? It's because I'm pushing through my shoulders, tall, tall, tall. Am I gonna be able to bounce like that if my arms go like this? No. What about if my arms go like this? No, I'm gonna crash on my head. I don't want that to happen. So make sure you guys are stretching when you do this, tall as you can. Try and grab the clouds and try and push your toes into the grass. All right, you've come super far in working on your back handsprings at home. We've worked on all kinds of pieces of the back handspring, and now it's time to work on the last part, the pushing through the shoulders and getting our chest up tall at the end, landing on our feet. So the first thing that we're gonna work on is shoulder pops on a wall. What you're gonna do, put your arms up super tall, hide the ears, eyes on your thumbs. You're going to jump and pop off the wall. Now, if you don't feel comfortable adding the jump yet, you can do it standing still, feet on the ground, pop. You really gotta push through the shoulders and pop yourself like this, pop. That's how you get yourself to bounce off the wall. It's really important to have strong, tall arms here, so don't let those elbows bend like this. You gotta suck them in. Once you can do this, we're gonna do something with a push-up position. What you're gonna do, shoulders over your hands, go to a push-up shape, and I'm gonna work on jumping my feet to an arch and then bringing it back to push-up. So I jump and land. Show you again. And jump and land. This is another good one for working on that transition between arch and hollow. Great for that. Once you can do both of these under control, we're gonna move on to the last one. It's kind of similar. We're gonna end in a push-up, but we're also gonna incorporate a handstand on the wall. So what I want you to do, if you can do your handstand, go ahead and start in a lunge. We're gonna lever up, and then snap down to push up. Show you one more time. Lever up and snap. This one's good for having nice strong legs at the end and making sure that you're comfortable with all that weight landing on your feet. Make sure when you're doing your back handsprings at the end, you don't want to land with your chest like this. We want to land up, nice and tall, as stretched as we started. Just like this. Get that chest straight up in front of you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have fun with your back handsprings. I miss you guys. Bye.